Welcome.
In der guten alten Zeit lebten die Menschen noch ruhig und in Frieden. Niemand glaubte, dass es in Zukunft zu einer Bedrohung kommen würde. Auf der Schattenseite des Friedens und des Wachstums gab und gibt es aber auch immer das Böse. Die Menschen beginnen, das Wachstum abzulehnen und bezeichnen den Frieden als Degeneration. Wir haben uns hier versammelt, um die Mächte der Finsternis mit unserem verfluchten Blut zu rufen. Wir wollen, dass sie die Welt regieren. Wir erwarten lächelnd den Niedergang der Welt. Nach 100 Jahren ist der Böse wieder auferstanden. Er kann sich in eine Fledermaus, einen Wolf und Nebel verwandeln. Er liebt die Nacht. Er schlürft das Blut von jungen Frauen und lebt ewig. Der Burgherr des Teufelsschlosses, der Herr des Bösen, Graf Dracula ist auferstanden.
I'm sorry, I had mic muted. Yes, welcome in. Chat is now working, which is very nice. To answer your questions, Flame, no, this is not where I throw you a curveball and play the Super Nintendo version. The Super Nintendo version will be its own option. This game does start with a speech that is entirely in German that was re-recorded for the PSP version, and that version was included in the Wii Virtual Console release. For some reason. That's right, this game is the introduction of Divine Bloodlines, Richter's theme. This game has a really phenomenal soundtrack. And bear in mind, like, we're coming from Castlevania, so it's kind of standard that it has a good soundtrack. Even the bad Castlevanias tend to have a good soundtrack. This has a really good soundtrack. Released in, I believe, 1993. The PC Engine Super CD. Exclusively in Japan. This game is not released in the West until, I believe, 2007. When it got the PSP remake. And you might think, oh, but what about the Wii U? What about the Wii Virtual Console release? The Wii Virtual Console release came after Dracula X Chronicles did. So the first official release of this game in the West was Dracula X Chronicles. 4% is literally the prologue. I made sure that it works. That is it. So, if you saw my announcement in Discord, you will know this is the video game. This is the Castlevania Klim doesn't want you to see. Because then you might ask him to stream it, and he doesn't want to do that. Is this going to be a day of throwing Klim under the bus? It might be. Might be. No, this is a phenomenal game. We're going to be doing 100%. Because that's the only real way to play Rondo of Blood. Which, I know I've said that about other games, like the original Spyro trilogy, like, we're going for 100% because it's the only way to really play it. Some people say that about, like, the original Crash games, don't care because the 100% isn't fun to get. As long as I'm still having fun getting to 100%, we'll do 100%. It's not quite my favourite, and that's probably just because it's been the hardest to access, generally. But it is absolutely phenomenal. We're gonna do it. We're gonna play. We're gonna play the sound test. Didn't expect Opus 13 to be the one that I played. I don't know, I feel like it changes. Super Castlevania 4 is fantastic. But I'm also really fond of Belmont's Revenge. Possibly because, like, it's my second Castlevania. OG Castlevania is always a favourite. I should spend more time with the Adventure Rebirth, but, like, we'll do that this year in Castle-Day-nia. But Super Castlevania 4, absolutely up there. Love that game. Play. Richter's like, shit, it's been 100 years already. I'd better go to Wallachia. It's understandable. It's a shame you missed the Bloodlines playthrough, Flame. Because I'm gonna just put it out there, that final Dracula fight, I did so well. But we'll go back to it. It's in the Wheel of Castlevania for a John Morris playthrough. Which brings up the point, we're going to be using the Wheel of Castlevania. Stage 0. Oh.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, is it that cheeky dick waffle again? Yeah, you son of a bitch. That was rude. Fuck you. That's right, run away, you bitch. The Wheel of Castlevania works by me spinning the wheel, and whatever it runs on. Divine Bloodlines. Yeah. The dagger sub-weapon, I think, is at its most useful in this game, because it fires several. She's great. You're very right, Flame. Let me turn my volume up. I don't speak Japanese. So unlike Super Castlevania 4 and Bloodlines, we're back to the sub-weapon being up and attack. Which is somewhat understandable. The PC Engine only had 2 buttons, very similar to the NES controller. I'm fucking coming for you. Bastard. So Rondo of Blood's a game that, if you want to get 100% cleanly, like nice and smooth, you should practice it. Get all the alternate stage exits, get all the alternate bosses. Alternate stage 5 is absolutely a stage that should be practiced, because it's really difficult. In the traditional mecha-chrono style, I have not practiced at all. So what we're doing is going off core memories and intuition. No, no, no. It was called the PC Engine in Europe. Like the Mega Drive. The European and Japanese names were the same, so I get to call it the PC Engine and not sound like a weeb. You have to call it the TurboGrafx 16. So this music always heralds a boss. This is the boss room music. No, it was absolutely the PC Engine. And with the axe, this boss isn't really much trouble. Get me with that. Oh, you bitch. There goes my no damage bonus. Stage 1. Stage 2. You ready? Ready? Here it comes. The knife is actually really good for dealing with these fucking birds. Because with the knife, you can get these birds as they come on screen without aggroing them. It's absolutely the better idea. Why did I turn left? So, as I've previously stated during Castle-Day-nia, the real trick to dealing with axe armors is aggression. The 360 version of Symphony of the Night's kind of fascinating. Oh, it's Bane. I want to get the key here. And I forget which candle it's in. How you doing, Bane? Yeah, the 360 version of... the 360 version of Symphony of the Night's kind of fascinating. Yeah, it's kind of fascinating. First game on Xbox 360, on the Xbox Live Arcade, I believe, over 50 megabytes. They expanded how big an Xbox Live Arcade game could be just for that game. We're already playing Rondo of Blood. Ah. Oh, that classic Vania jump. The lack of slowdown when the potions appear after a boss dies is weird, because I've had it on the PS1 version sometimes where it doesn't happen. Excellent. It's always good to get games like that cheap. I have Symphony of the Night. I have the mobile version of Symphony of the Night. Which means I do actually own every version of Symphony of the Night that Konami has released. I have the mobile version, and I bought that for, I think, 50p. Which is the entire reason I have it. No, Grimoire of Souls wasn't released on anything but the Apple Arcade, I was under the impression. Oh, fun fact, I was out today and I saw that a CEX had a copy of Skies of Arcadia Legends. Apparently, the going price for it now is £90. We're restarting this stage. It is Clem. It's good work, Clem. Proud of you. I want the key. The key is very important. And because I died there, I can't get the key without restarting the stage. Fucking, come on! Come on! It's good work, Clem. Now you can learn Pierce. Can you? No, you can't. And that is why you want to use the dagger in this opening stage. Because you can just do this. Remember, relentless aggression. Yeah, I know where Pierce comes from. Don't come in here telling me about them. Give me a sense. I'm stairs, I know what was going to happen. Backflip. Do you want Shin Megami Tensei fun fact? That knife definitely hit the peeping eye. There we go. The Masakaros Magatama. The Masakaros Magatama. Every single resistance and invulnerability that it gives Demi-Fiend, he has during the optional super boss fight in Digital Devil Saga. The implication is that he is using the Masakaros Magatama when you fight him. No, you win through the use of elements that don't actually exist in Nocturne. So what you get is the Earth element doesn't exist in Nocturne, but it exists in Digital Devil Saga. As a result, Demi-Fiend is not immune to it. And the same goes for Gun. There we go. Ah, there, you fucking weirdo. Any more? Little girl, we're in 18th century Romania. Stop speaking Japanese.
君は
私はマリア・ラーネット。お兄ちゃんのことアネット姉ちゃんに聞いたことがあるよ。悪いおじちゃんをやっつけに来たんだけど捕まっちゃったの。マリアンジもヴァンパイアハンターなんだよ。だから今から友達ね。
友達ね。
My name's Maria Renard. I'm better than you in every way.
悪いおじちゃんをやっつけるのはお兄ちゃんに任しときな。
おお、そんなことないもん。マリア平気だもん。
Well, that was fun. That merman's a dick. So who can remember who the boss of stage 2 is? Holy water actually going to be useful for this fight? Yeah, I guess. Excuse me. Can't believe there's no health around here. No, Dog was the first mini-boss of Stage 1 in Bloodlines. No, the boss of Stage 2 is the werewolf. Come at me, bro. Holy water! I don't think he appreciated the holy water. Fortunately, all dogs hate taking a bath. Ah, you dick. I can't believe he was wearing underwear the entire time. Okay, now what did I miss? Mm-hmm. Yes, very interesting. Nobody cares about Slashman, Clem. Welcome in, Panda. That's right, bloody tears. And the spear guard. Who can we? Fuck right off. Get off the stairs, you yeah. Welcome to the mecha-chrono stream. I'll tell you what everybody's thinking. Why is Rondo's soundtrack so good? Yeah. Goes again. Come at me, bro. I'm going to show you a very secret Rondo of Blood technique. Did you see the very secret technique? Portrait of Ruins on the wheel of Castlevania now. See, the trick is, there's actually a way to slightly extend your whip in this game. And it's not something I was aware of until Castlevania Requiem, because it's required for one of the trophies. I think you have to hit 5 enemies with the extended whip. You were supposed to just spit a fireball, you bastard. Rondo of Blood also looks fantastic. Like, it's such a good game. Like, this is peak, like, 16-bit side-scrolling action. Yeah, I'll take the Bible. Yeah, so I've said before that I consider like Mega Man and Castlevania to be like two halves of the same coin, as far as like third-party 8-bit and 16-bit action platformers go. And if there was a game if there was a Castlevania game that I would compare to Mega Man X, which, as we all know, is the peak of the Mega Man franchise, it would be Rondo of Blood. Not Super Castlevania 4, as some people would think. You fucking bitch. Alright, so, take your guesses. What is the boss of Stage 3? Just to prove that I know it, like I'm not waiting for any kind of indication, before I open the door I will tell you what the boss of Stage 3 is. Look at the size of that meat. I think it's a curious thing, because like there are so many really good ideas, so many really good games in Castlevania. And by the time this came out, console-wise, there had been, I think, 2 games. 2 games, I think, in the Castlevania series, console-wise, that hadn't been, like, really fucking good. And those are Simon's Quest and The Adventure on Game Boy. Everything else, like, from 1 to here on console, is, like, absolutely peak. Whereas Mega Man had, like, some here and there, with stuff like Mega Man 5 and the Game Boy Mega Man games. Alright, thanks for dropping in, Flame. You take care of yourself, buddy. I'll catch you next time. Maybe, like, don't have this on in the background, because it will distract you. But yeah, like, 2 dips in quality, I think, from Castlevania by this point. Mega Man had more games, though, is part of the issue. But anyway, the boss of this level is the Minotaur. Look at the presentation of these bosses. It's so fucking good. Well, my cross is useless. Back off. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed all that, Flame. Fucking werewolf. Fucking useless ass werewolf. That's an old meme. That's an old meme. Fucking useless ass werewolf. Come on. Come on. I should have practiced this game. Like, I should have got into this with, like, more than 0 practice. What? Since when do I do the smart thing? Yep. There we go. You stupid son of a bitch. So I think every boss in this game, except Dracula and the Wyvern, have what is referred to as a desperation attack. Hey, how you doing, Isaac? Where they will, once after they've lost all their health, they'll make one last attack at you. And none of those attacks can kill you. With one exception. Oh, it's beginning. And that exception is the stage 6 boss. Da, 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 da. Brown, 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 brown. But you might ask, like, if they can't kill you, what's the point of them? They exist entirely to rob you of the no damage bonus you get for killing a boss without taking damage. Do it, do it. There it is. None of that, sir. None of that, sir. You just go to hell. No! Yeah, I think I'll go this way. One thing that really helps Rondo of Blood with its replayability is like all the alternate pathways you've got in each stage. Like each stage up to stage 5 has an alternate exit and an alternate boss. And finding the alternate exit with the alternate boss will lead you to the alternate stage. So if you find the alternate exit in stage 1 for the alternate boss, you go to alternate stage 2. If you find the standard exit in alternate stage 2, that'll bring you up against the standard stage 2 boss, which was the werewolf, and you'll go to standard stage 3. The only real exception to that is stage 4. Even if you find the alternate exit and defeat the alternate boss in stage 4, you won't get to go to alternate stage 5 until after you do regular stage 5. Grand Cross. Oh, there it is. Come on. There we go. Yay, extra life. We are going to be showing off all of the alternate stages, though, which means we will see alternate stage 5, but that will probably be one of the last things we see today. It is undeniably the hardest stage. Funnily enough, it doesn't even have a boss. It just ends, and then you go straight to stage 6. There we go. How clutch was that? Too close. We will show off Maria as well. What I'm really planning is do a full run as Richter, and then we'll start again as Maria from stage 1 and do the alternate exits and save the maidens. Except for Annette, because we can save Annette in the regular run, because she's in stage 7. But Iris and Terra are both in, I believe, alternate stage 2 and alternate stage 4. There we go. Right. So who wants to take a guess at what regular... No, hell, Holy War is not going to be helpful for this one. Who wants to take a guess at what regular stage 4 boss is? Sweet. Give you all a second to guess. I fucking love playing Castlevania. It's just so nice and simple and wholesome. It's like good games from this era that don't require a ton of time, really, I suppose. Most of the stuff I play from this era now is JRPG. With the occasional stuff like Mario World. Castlevania is just like, it's good, it's solid. I feel like it doesn't require the same level of really like Mega Man does. Mega Man, the boss weakness, a significant amount of that game required, which to no boss weaknesses, trial and error. A guide. I feel like with Castlevania, your own pre-built skills Just go at it until you're done, and it's... It says Medusa. It is not Medusa. It is the Dullahan. Cross does not go far in this game. There we go. Really thought he was going to throw his head that time. Waited too long to move. I wanted to try and get the kill before it got me, and ended up being one hit away. No, the Holy Water will probably better here. It's honestly kind of surprising me how worthless the cross is being against bosses. God damn it. More aggression. More aggression. Alright, this is our last life. I wouldn't expect to get through the next stage on 0 lives anyway, so we win this fight and then we kill ourselves. How you doing, Isa? That was clutch. Bitch. Well, I guess he didn't have a desperation attack either. Stage 5. A coward would turn around and choose to play as Maria right now. I am no coward. You're gonna fucking get it. The soundtrack's so funky.
Time, monster.
That's right. So, fun fact, this stage has what is undeniably the most dangerous enemy in the game. Yeah, I believe... Fucking Christ. I believe I spoke to you about that enemy, Clem. When you were doing your playthrough of this. What do you break for? But it's coming up in a few rooms. Relentless aggression. Yeah, the knife's probably better here. You know what's a good idea for an archer? To stay out of the range of their opponent. There it is, the most dangerous enemy in the game. If this painting touches you, that's an instant death. The stage isn't actually that long, we're almost at the end of it. Because this is an early CD-based game, the music doesn't loop like you'd expect on a cartridge. The music ends and then starts up again. Which was something kind of common to a lot of early CD games. Like, you... Fuck off. Fuck off. You can see it in, the Sega Saturn port of the classic Sonic games, Sonic Jam, which other than that is a really good port. Blood Omen had the same issue. A little later into console lifespans, they figured it out and got better about it. Alright. So if I can do this impeccably, Klim will always respect me. No, I'm gonna keep the cross, thank you. See how much of a mistake that is. Yes, you cheeky dick waffle. I don't speak weeaboo. Let's be facing the other way. Ah, shit. Alright, here we go. Do it. Come on. Who's ready for me? To be fair, I feel like seeing death this early, bear in mind, this is stage 5 of, like, several. I'm gonna keep the cross. And it's nowhere near a clock tower. A clock tower boss is completely different. I got 2 lives and I'm wise to his tricks. Yeah, wise to his tricks I am. I'll tell you one thing I really appreciate is that Death's second phase isn't a second health bar. That's got range. Yeah, you didn't notice that? Honestly, I really like the concept of this death fight, though. It's like, oh yeah, I'm Death, I'm gonna do my usual shtick. And then it's like, you know what? Nah. Fucking go. And it's such a cool twist. I love it. Thank you. Meanwhile... Look out, she's got a knife. Be careful, Dracula. It's not a small lady, it's just a really large vampire.
しかし何をもって
So that's Annette. That's Richter's girlfriend, who is also Maria's sister.
それを欲しているこの世がこの時代の人間ども全てが鬼畜となるはずではないかね。私はこの世の希望法となるべきものであろう。そなたはそう思わん。伯爵様、なんだ。
城内にくせ者でございます。
Fucking useless ass werewolf.
定めというものは楽しいものだな。
Oh, come on, I see.
どうやら邪魔が入ったようだ。
This is very clearly a PC Engine Super CD cutscene. The same kind you'd find in East 1 and 2. Is it Book of East 1 and 2? I don't know, the PC Engine Super CD version of East 1 and 2. Which is actually where I take my standard opening, be right back, and ending themes from. Because, dear god, the East soundtracks are just... Stage 6, which, as you can tell, starts in a boss arena. So, who wants to take a guess what the boss of Stage 6 is? Yeah, I'll take the Bible. I'd love to do East this year. Go back and do the other pathway in East Origin. Do East 1, 2. Work my way up through the series, that'd be really fun. Gaff, you fuck nugget. Darkwing Bat. There's Medusa. Read a book. Next up. The Mummy. Shit. So the gimmick of Stage 6 is it's a boss gauntlet against all of the bosses from the original Castlevania, except Death and Dracula. And then, once we've killed all 4 of those, because it's the giant bat, Medusa, the mummy, and Frankenstein's monster. Once we've killed all 4 of those, we fight Shaft. And if you remember, I said that Stage 6, the Stage 6 boss is the only boss with a desperation attack that can kill you. That's Shaft. Bat. Well, this run's gone to shit. It's fine, this is the only part of stage 6. One thing I do really appreciate about Rondo of Blood, and I think it's understated, it kind of gets forgotten amongst all the other really good things that Rondo of Blood does. Like, it doesn't have the timer mechanics, so you don't have a limited amount of time to complete each stage. But one thing I really like that it does is it gets rid of the whip power-ups, so your whip is always at max from the start. And I like that. This bat's a piece of shit. I think she enjoyed it. Oh, here's this guy. And one more. Up the lightning. Oh, god damn it. We were so close. Ah, that's an old one, Ben. God damn. So if we can get if we can get through the first 4 bosses, then when we restart, we just have to kill Shaft. So it's not you have to kill all 5 in one go, you just have to kill the 4 in one go, and then deal with Shaft. I feel like damage-wise, the biggest problem I'm having, though, is the bat. Got a really good pattern there, though. Alright. And the mummy. Yeah, that was pretty good. Get the meat, get the meat. Oh. Alright. There we go. Now here comes the true boss. This stupid son of a bitch who will not learn his lesson. Oh. Would have liked it if I could have done that all in one go, but sometimes you just can't. So Shaft doesn't learn his lesson, because we'll kill him here, and then like the motherfucker still comes back and causes like all the troubles of Symphony of the Night. And I guess like minor spoiler warning, he'll still come back in this game as well, because he's also the boss of stage 7 as a ghost. Oh, should have directed that better. Oh, come on. How is it fair that they come up from the floor? That's not right. What have had him then? And they're scanning left and right so I can know when they're coming and they just come up from the ground. Nonsense. And again, watch out for this, because this can actually kill you. Thank you, Isa. It's the only desperation attack in the game that can kill you. Only one. So you've got to like be really ready for it. Well, that's gone. Hate these fucking bats. Really should have kept the Bible. I think I do actually need the axe for this. The big issue, more than anything else, is that the bats take 2 hits. Alright. I forgot about the water skulls. Do I need the axe? Well, my hunch was correct. There was an axe there. Fuck the pair of you. There it is. You do need the axe to hit this wheel. Or do you not? Oh, I was wrong, happily. Makes it easier to kill this bird, though. And get the key off it. And now we continue. Watch out for the harpy. No. I'll put my face in your crotch. Goddamn. Well, the axe is generally useful anyway. I didn't invite you. Alright, so we want this key. Even though it's going to make it harder to get through this section. Seriously, stuffing my face right in between those legs. I do not appreciate that. It's unwanted sexual contact. There we go. Annette, I've come to save you.
アネット。怪我はないか。
ええ、あなたは
何平気さ。俺にはヴァンパイアハンターの血がみなぎっている。少し血が出た方がちょうどいいくらいだ。
まあ、
君は先に村に戻れ。俺はこれからこの先へ進む。
I'm gonna go kick Dracula in the dick.
それの終焉だ。
You wait at home.
俺は奴をこの手で倒す。
ダメよ、危険すぎるわ。
だがそれが俺の宿命なんだよ。
But Annette, it's my destiny and the destiny of the Belmont clan to hunt Dracula down and kick him in the dick.
早く行け。
For all eternity.
無事に帰ってお願い。
Yeah, they're gonna be able to call him that when I'm through with him. Anyway. What I got? Thank you, Ben. Yep, there we go. Ugh. Now we just have to get past this room. Watch out for these guys, because their swing is actually really wide. Man, I should play Tenchu. What a bitch. No, but like seriously, I should play Tenchu. Yeah, I'll say that. There we go, I got the other dog. Ain't counting my holy water. Yeah, I'll take the axe. The axe will be more useful now. Because the cross keeps bouncing off everything. Wasn't sure I'd be able to avoid that one. It's like when the axe bounces off, at least it's clearly doing damage. Yeah, I'll take a 1-up. Judicious use of the axe. God damn it. Yeah, it was gonna fucking happen. At least the enemies stayed dead, though. Wee. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the axe. The axe will definitely be like the most useful for this one. This boss fight is the Ghost of Shaft. Which you think is weird, right? Because if we defeat the Ghost of Shaft here, then why does he return in Symphony of the Night? The answer is, I ain't got a fucking clue. So, also on our last life, which isn't good. Ugh. Alright, let's do this whole thing then. The stopwatch, which we've not actually seen all game. I don't even know if the stopwatch is any good in this fight. Yeah, Shaft's gimmick is that he summons previous monsters you've already killed. Most notably the Wyvern and the Behemoth. Well, that didn't seem like it did shit. Yeah, it seems like it was a waste of goddamn time. And absolutely contributed to me dying. Meaning we have to do this stage over. I don't appreciate that. I almost did that perfect as well. Yeah, that stopwatch must have been a trap left behind by Shaun. The cross would probably be good for that, actually. I can't believe they'd use sub-weapons against me. I don't actually like the stopwatch, and I never really have. It's just every now and then, like, you'll see somebody using the stopwatch incredibly well, and it'll make you think, like, maybe I just don't understand how to use the stopwatch. And then you try and use the stopwatch, and it just gets you fucked. Like, I'll just stick to the methods that I know work. Go on, pick up the money. That $sign on the bag looked more like the brand from Berserk than an actual $sign. Yeah, left it too long. I knew it. No. Oh, this ain't good. That's so. Down quickly. Fuck. Didn't have a chance. I dropped down the wrong hole is the problem. Come on. Yes. Because there's the meat. It's kind of funny how in various games they've changed the holy water to be a trail of fire that rolls along the floor, as opposed to what it originally was, which was just a stationary block of fire. Because that stationary block of fire just hit every frame, and it was broken. And then in Symphony of the Night, they bring it back to that, and it's still broken. I love it. Yeah, you see, the cross doesn't even, like, go through the armor or do any damage. At least the axe bounces off it, dealing damage. Yeah, that was my bad. Jump. Those jumps look tricky, but they actually feel really good. Like the, jumping across the blocks in Flashman stage in Mega Man 2. Where it looks like super, like Flashman stage or when the Mecha Dragon is chasing you. Like, it looks super precise and indelicate, like, oh, you could fall off at any minute. But actually doing it, it feels so controlled. Same thing. And it's great. Now. 3 lives. Don't know what credit means. Motherfucker. Absolutely about to do Grand Cross as well. Yeah, I think for this fight, either cross or axe. Dagger could do in a pinch, but since you have the option there, like, go for cross. Maybe axe. hate how random that fire is. Well, there go 2 lives just like that. Why did that time go even worse than the previous time? Alright, let's see if we can come out clutch. Fun fact, in the PSP remake Dracula X Chronicles, this is a secret boss. Because if you get here without rescuing Annette, then you fight Annette as a lesser vampire. Fuck off with the stun like that! Jesus Christ! There was no way I was dodging that with that bat also swooping in at the same time. Hey, how you doing, Hammer? All this messing around with the sub-weapons took damage. Didn't need to happen. Excellent, I'm glad to hear that. Yep. All we're under all blood 100%. So if you got the time and the interest, strap in to do it all. There we go. I should have just kept the holy water. I can pick the cross up again before the boss fight anyway. That's fair enough. We've still got plenty of game left to do, so we should be here when you get back. Absolutely unnecessary damage. Yeah, Klim's also here. Alright. Debating for a second whether or not to pick up the holy water. But Hydro Storm is not as broken in Rondo as it is in Symphony. Using it would get rid of, like, using the item crash would get rid of all the bats, but so would pretty much any item crash. Piece of shit. No damage. No damage. Give me that no damage bonus. Bullshit. Go kick Dracula in the dick. You mean you weren't even watching that, Clem? Disgraceful. I can't believe you wouldn't support me in my darkest hour. Your garbage could have waited. Dracula, you cheeky cockmonger. I threw the cross too high. Dance of Illusions. Got it up. Alright, I'll do better this time. Bitch. It's easy to get complacent with this fight because, like, oh yeah, no, you've played Symphony of the Night like 1,700 times. But the thing that you forget about it is Richter's movement in Symphony of the Night is so much freer. Threw the cross too late though. And that can make a big difference. I'm not going upstairs. I'm gonna waste my time. So, like, while I can do this fight no damage, no problem in Symphony of the Night, it is trickier in Rondo. second phase even more so. Damn it. Not ducking fast enough. Sometimes I'm getting the duck off, right? Sometimes it's not happening fast enough. I told the joke that makes Billy laugh in Predator in somebody's stream recently, and I can't remember whose stream it was. Yeah, the Grand Cross is not going to help enough here. The Dracula disappears too quickly for it to have much real use. So two things make this fight harder in this sequence than it is in Symphony of the Night. One, Richter is so much fucking slower. So even his base walk speed is a lot slower than it is in Symphony of the Night. Like, not even counting his inability to run in this. Two, in Symphony of the Night you can hit Dracula's second form anywhere, and it makes Dracula's second form easier to deal with than the first. In this, you've still got to hit him in the head. Fucking do it. So when Dracula jumps, you've got to be, if you want to get under him, which is going to be necessary at some point, you have to basically be right next to him and start moving as soon as he jumps. And it's what makes this, kind of surprisingly, one of the trickiest second phases of Dracula. And again, coming from Symphony of the Night, which most people would have done, it's really surprising that this is any real challenge. The real sweet spot for this is to hit Dracula, like throw the cross so it just stops on Dracula's head. That way you can get like 3 shots in. Alright, so that's no damage. He does that in reverse order in Symphony of the Night, and that almost caught me off guard. He does far, close, far, and in this you just saw close, far, close. Stop using Symphony of the Night against me, Dracula. And then there's this attack, which he doesn't have in Symphony of the Night. His jump hurting me immediately absolutely screwed me there. Because there was no way I was going to get past him there when I'm in the middle of my recovery animation. Boy, that's going to be a fun quote out of context. The real trick to knowing which attack he's going to do is, it's all about which side of his cloak he lifts up. There's one side for fireballs, the other is for the meteors. Alright. Right and cross. That was a mistake. Fucking done, you 7-foot tall bitch. That is a full Rondo of Blood run as Richter, start to finish.
たしてもベルモンドの血に敗れるのか。これも定めなのかもしれんな。
滅びよ、ここはお前の住む世界ではない。
私は自らの力で蘇るのではない。欲深な人間どもによって蘇る。そして力によって統率し、力が唯一の正義となるのだ。
それはお前の勝手な言い草だ。人々は同じ信念のもとで求め合い、集い、歩んでいくのだ。決して邪悪なものであってはいけないのだ。
だが現に私はここにいる。そなたには欲望というものがないのか。
それは
そなたたち人間どもは欲望によって発展し、そして信仰により統率されてきたのだ。果たして私が邪悪なるものと呼べるのかな。
しかし人間は力では統率できない。尊い、敬い、慈しむものがあればこそ統率できるものだ。
Go back to hell, you ignorant
邪悪な
slop.
ものはいつかは滅びる。
そうか、そうかもしれんな。ベルモンドの子孫よ、また会おう。
Alucard, canonically at this point, is asleep. Canonically asleep. He won't wake up for another 4 years. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through alternate stages with Maria. Yeah. We're going to go through alternate stages as Maria. To show off the alternate bosses, the alternate stages, and Maria. And because we've done stage 5, we can now do alternate stage 5. And then we'll fight Dracula again as Maria, so we can see the Maria ending. And that'll be the stream. It's probably like another hour. Rondo of Blood's great for that. Like, this specific instance, I wouldn't call this replay value. We're still doing stuff that we haven't done. But at any point, we could have gone through the alternate stages to do it. It's just, without doing stage 5, you can't get to alternate stage 5. So even if you defeat the alternate stage 4 boss, you still go to stage 5. How do I say herb? I say it herb. Push the run button. We're only 64% done. But we've rescued Maria and Annette. Fucking. Give me an herb. So back to stage 1 as Maria. And we're going to get into the details of how Maria plays differently. For one, she's faster, has full control, more control in the air, but has a double jump. Has a slide attack, she can move while attacking. And she has her own exclusive branch of sub-weapons. This is the birds. And you've got to have heard me say it at some point. I think I'll take the cat, though. I played enough Resident Evil on this channel that I have to have said it at some point. Plus, surely at some point during the RE5 playthrough I asked you for an herb. Is this the year where we finally do the coveted RE6 playthrough? The long-awaited RE6 playthrough? Featuring 4 guest commentators joining me on co-op. Maria also, instead of meat, gets a variety of sweets. So the entrance to the alternate stage 1 boss is actually right here. Gotta get the bird. I believe in this version, this room serves no purpose. It's just like the only area you can find the stone rose. In Dracula X Chronicles, there's a soundtrack CD here. Because Dracula X Chronicles actually changed the music in each stage, which is really nice. Because Dracula X has like an extensive soundtrack, it's really... I don't want the turtle. Yeah, the dragon's actually going to be pretty good for this one. Oh, with a So here's the alternate stage 1 boss. This is actually a much harder fight than the Wyvern. I think mostly because of perspective. The trade-off for Maria being more agile and everything is she takes more damage. Now we can go to alternate stage 2. thinking about it, I don't think the, I don't think one of the maidens is. It must be alternate stage 3 or 4. But we should go through the entire stage just to check. Yeah. We're gonna end up having to do this twice, though, doing this, because the alternate stage 2 exit's actually really early on. Is it? No, it's not. What the fuck am I thinking of? There's something early on. There's 2 things in this stage, and I can't remember what one of them is. Like, one of them's gotta be the exit to alternate stage 3. What's the other one? Hmm. So here's a fun thing. With Richter, to get across there, you have to go up to the upper level and then drop down in the right area. With Marie, you can just double jump across. Why didn't my dragon do damage? Fucking bitch. I feel like with Maria I could just jump over this guy, but I don't want to risk it. Because like, Maria does not take damage very well. That motherfucker. Okay, so this is alternate stage 2 boss. What is that other thing? I'm not going to ask you to guess what the alternate stage 2 boss is, because you'll never get it. the bone golem. Which, like I say, you never would have guessed. And then phase 3. Really what it is the kind of boss you'd expect to see in, like, Dark Souls 2. I'm the one that streamed it. Alternate Stage 3. This thing looks scarier than it is. All you have to do is hit it in all 3 eyes. Here we go. This is the first first maiden. So what the fuck was that secret I'm thinking of in alternate stage 2? Another child doing here. So Maria is no older than 13. I'm hoping she's like 13. Yes, it is. But yeah, like, I'm hoping she's 13 because the idea is that in Symphony of the Night she ends up in the good ending, which is canon, getting with Alucard afterwards. Which would be more tolerable if she was 17 than if she was 16. I don't know, the whole thing's not pleasant to consider generally. Well, that's Vampire Ages for you. Someone's throwing bones. I don't think I want to go down there. Come on, do it, you coward. Big heart. Is this regular or alternate? No, this is regular. God damn it. I've messed up. It was bound to happen. Oh, now we get Mario fighting the Minotaur. Well, I guess we're quitting this and going back to alternate stage 3.
In
Thanks, Flame. Welcome back. Alright, so we have one more... Ah, shit. So we have one more maiden to rescue. And she's in alternate stage 4. I know she's in alternate stage 4, and I know where she's in. The only thing I'm unsure of now is what that other secret is in alternate stage 2 that I was thinking of. So let's see if we can figure that out real quick. I think it's the third hole we want to drop down. Too far. Okay, so it's not there. Where am I thinking then? Is it this screen? 2, 3. Yeah, there it is. It's like, where does the ferryman take you here? Because, like, we found the alternate stage 2 exit. The maiden was in alternate stage 3, so where does this take you? Alright. Yep. Should be it. Okay, he just takes you to alternate stage 3. Completely skipping the boss. So there are 2 ways from alternate stage 2 to get to alternate stage 3. Here we go. Some people. Alright, so continue along the path that we had. Interesting, because I was under the impression knocking that platform down led to alternate. But I'm probably just misremembering stuff from like 10 plus years ago now. Is this the stage where I need the key to unlock the alternate exit? Because he had it in my head that was alternate stage 4. So we could get to that box. Down here, I need to get that knocked down somehow. What's the item crash for this do? Well, if I didn't do it, I don't know what will. So that's your visual hint. There you go. Alternate stage 3 boss. Which is probably my least favourite boss in the game, honestly. Again, I'm not going to ask you guys to guess it, because you're not going to get it. I don't think this thing returns as a boss in any other game, but it is a regular enemy in one of the DS Castlevanias. I think Portrait of Ruin. Miss me, bitch. That leaves us with 2 more stages. Alternate 4, alternate 5, Last Maiden's in alternate 4, and I know how to get to alternate 5. And I remember how to rescue the maiden here. So we're just doing, like, so well right now. Oh, you did. I will actually ask you guys to guess the boss of alternate stage 4, though. Or the alternate 4 boss. Because you can fight the alternate bosses from the regular stage if you find the pathway. Because it is a boss that you could potentially guess. Yep. And here's the final maiden. We're almost done.
どうしたの？もしかして助けに来てくれたの？うん。あら、怪我してるの？うん。でもマリアは大丈夫よ。あ、もう行かなくちゃ。じゃあね。待って。これでも医者の娘なのよ。これでいいわ。わーい。お姉ちゃん、ありがとう。いいえ、お礼を言うのは私の方よ。どうもありがとう。ここはとても危ないわ。気をつけてね。
So all of them rescued. In Dracula X Chronicles, you need to rescue the two maidens before you can rescue Annette. Because rescuing them gives you the ability to break specific walls and barriers. And those are blocking the way to Annette. So you gotta rescue them first. Alright, so the way to the alternate stage 4 boss from here is to do this. I don't want the music book. That bird carrying that sign tells us to jump, which I started to do, and then I got hit by a skeleton. That was just fucking perfect. There we go. And here's the ferryman once again. Thank you. I knew that was going to be the key as well. Alright, so does anybody have any guesses as to what the alternate stage 4 boss is going to be? I have no idea why this background is like this. It's such an odd design choice. But like last time, I'm pretty sure it was last week, I showed off what I did with this, what I edited in, like chroma keyed in the background. It was Mr. Freeze's face from Batman and Robin. But here you can see this is just what it looks like. And I have no idea why. Anybody have any guesses for the boss in this alternate? Anybody? No? Alright. It is Carmilla. Featuring, I think for the first time, Laura. You want to watch out for Laura, because she'll grab you. She won't actually do any damage, but I think she will drain your heart. But more than that, she'll make you an easy target for Carmilla. But Maria has a very easy time with her. And that is every boss in the game. Now there's one more stage left to do, alternate stage 5, which you cannot do until you've defeated Death. Which plays Opus 13. So alternate stage 5 is a weird one. It feels more like an afterthought than anything else. Yeah, I say it feels more like an afterthought than anything else. Because it's made up in pieces of other stages. Fucking bastard. It's made up of pieces of other stages. The only original thing about it is the music track, Opus 13, which is really good, it's really funky. In the Dracula X Chronicles, this stage got a complete redo. It's completely new, completely original, and gets a new boss at the end. Like I said, with this stage, there is no boss. It ends, and we just go to stage 6 to fight with Shaun. If there's no platform, there it is. Why'd that take so long to spawn? Because it takes a long track, okay. We'll get to Dracula X Chronicles at some point. That wasn't helpful. And like this, we'll be doing a 100% run of Dracula X Chronicles. So we'll see the Ultimate Stage 5 in that. I don't remember what the new boss is. Because I've not played Dracula X Chronicles all the way through it. Certainly over 10 years. I want to see if we can follow the cat all the way through. Still going. Ow! That motherfucker made us lose the cat. Get on the screen so I can actually damage you, jeez. That was bullshit. Also, I think the only stage in the game where you can see the yellow Medusa heads. That wasn't fair. Oh, that's very fascinating, Ben, because I was out today and saw a copy of it in CEX in what looked like fairly decent condition for 90. No, Ashton. And there you go, just ends. But like the thing with CEX is like you can just go onto their website and their prices are chain wide. So if you check their website, it should just say Skies of Arcadia is £90. So if you're interested in it, you could have it sent to your local CEX. Like, I know where your local is. Well, I'm not going to say it for whatever reason. You can have it sent to your local. Sometimes you can have them delivered. You know how I feel about Skies of Arcadia, but you also know how I feel about overpricing video games. I feel like if you were going to throw down £90 on a video game, Skies of Arcadia would be a good one to do it on. I also think £90 is too much for any video game. I think the big question to ask yourself is, would you play it? If it's just going to sit on a shelf, then why not just print out a sleeve and stick it in a generic box? Yeah, I remember you saying. I do absolutely recommend. You know how I feel about it. You know how I feel about 100% in video games a lot of the time, and I Arcadia and did that. That itself says something about its quality. And since it's very unlikely that Sega's going to actually do any kind of remaster or re-release if you want to own it physically, it is really the only option. Which is frustrating. But if you were willing to just emulate it and you had the hardware to emulate it, I would absolutely say. Sega... If Sega isn't going to make it available to purchase, then... Because, like, I do physically own Skies of Arcadia Legends. But if Sega re-released it, remastered it, I'd buy it. Would absolutely buy it. Yeah, I'd absolutely buy Skies of Arcadia Legends if Sega remastered it. And I don't even need to. Like, I do own it already physically. I have the ability to emulate it on multiple systems. I have no need to buy it again, but I would buy it again. But if Sega isn't going to re-release it, like, fuck it. They're not losing money on a game they're not selling. I think Chrono Cross also didn't help with how we never actually got Chrono Cross before that remaster. Yeah, like purchasing is this kind of thing I do want to support. Like if they make the effort and they go out of the way and they do it. Then like I want to support that. And the same's true of like a lot of stuff like that. If there's a game that I want to play and it's not available and I emulate it and it becomes available, almost in almost every circumstance, I have then purchased that remaster or re-release. Because it's the kind of thing I want to support. It's why I'm always so heavily invested in the Night Dive stuff. Because they're doing remasters of old games that I'd love to see again. Even like games I didn't grow up with and have no affiliation with. It is probably worth making a point though of like, I will actually only purchase these remasters if they're any good. Like, it can be something I've been wanting to see for years, but if it's absolute garbage, I won't buy it. It's why I never ended up buying Crystal Chronicles Remastered. Did I want a remaster of that game? Absolutely. Did I want the remaster we got? No, because it was garbage. That was so disappointing. Every day I hope for Nintendo to release Four Swords Adventures Remaster. You're not wrong with that. It's super disappointing as well, because there was a point when Square was putting out like some of the best remasters. Like Final Fantasy X-10-2 HD, great. Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age, whether you like or dislike 12, the remaster is a really good effort. But then there's like the 7, 8, and 9 ports. The fact that they outright call 9 a remaster is a travesty. What else was the Chrono Cross? I know that was a problem when it launched. The aforementioned Crystal Chronicles remaster. Like, there's been enough really garbage remasters in air quotes that I'm always like, I'll wait for reviews before I consider picking this Square game up. Which is disappointing. Chrono Trigger, when it launched on PC, had issues. They fixed most of them, but like, those fixes came through patches. It didn't launch in the state you'd want to see it. Not to mention the mobile versions of Final Fantasy 5 and 6, which for a long time were the only ways to own 5 and 6 on modern systems, especially when they were the versions ported to PC. Alright, here we are, the finale. Then we'll spin the wheel of Castlevania and figure out what we're doing next week. There you go, that's Dracula as Maria. So much easier. And that's the whole thing with Maria, like, despite the fact that she takes extra damage, she's just easier to play as.
みんなをいじめるからよ。
That cat looks smug as hell.
私は自らの力で蘇るのではない。欲深な人間どもによって
While this
蘇
happens,
る。そして力によって統率し、力が唯一の正義となるのだ。
そんなの私はわかんないわよ。難しいこと言ったって悪いことは悪いことなんだから。
欲深な人間どもがいる限り、私は蘇る。それだけはよく覚えておくのだぞ。
You have to check the menu screen as well and make sure it says 100%.
また会おう。
Dracula got his ass beat by a child. Well, we made it out safely. Canonically, no. Canonically, he's always defeated by whoever faces him. There could be the idea that, like, there are other people that assault the castle and die. I don't think any of them get to Dracula until the person who would defeat Dracula gets there. Which isn't always a Belmont. Like, canonically now, after Richter, no Belmont wields the whip until Julius in 1999. It's kind of Kid Dracula-esque. But I do like that there's a completely separate ending scene and ending credits for Maria. Makes it feel a little more worthwhile. The end. And that is Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Former Joe Dracula X, Rondo. And let's check and confirm. Did we get 100? Yes, we did. 100%. Perfecto. Alright, so let's open up.
Success!
Yeah! Work out. So, let's spin the wheel of Castlevania. There are 24 entries. I believe I said that I didn't want to do Curse of Darkness until after Castlevania 3, so I don't know why it's even in this list. Over this list real quick. There's Castlevania 3. I should take Belmont's Revenge and Curse of Darkness out till Adventure 3, I think. That's my bad. Let's do it again. Bloodlines is on there. Bloodlines is on there for the John Morris playthrough. Which I said I'd do. I said at another point I would stream the John Morris playthrough. Kid Dracula. It is technically part of Castlevania. You might also notice that Bloodstained Curse of the Moon and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night are both on there. They basically count. So when I say Kid Dracula, it's in chat. When I say Kid Dracula, I mean the Game Boy one that was released in the West, not the NES one that only got a Western release with the Anniversary Collection. I mean the Game Boy one. So I guess that's what it'll be next. So next week, Kid Dracula. I'm going to give you guys an option. With every spin of the wheel of Castlevania, every time, you guys get one veto per week. And it's up to you guys. Do you want to veto Kid Dracula and see what else we get? Or do you want to stick with Kid Dracula? Kid Dracula will remain on the wheel. Fucking chair. Will be Kid Dracula? Next week will be Kid Dracula. Or the Game Boy, which I believe has a Game Boy Color though. I'll have to look into that. I'm sure there's some kind of Game Boy setup that gives it colour, like actual colour and not just the palettes that the Game Boy Color would put on Game Boy games. I forget if it's on one of the Konami GB collections for Game Boy Color or if it's a Super Game Boy thing. But I'll spend a little time looking into it. Yeah, join us next week for Kid Dracula on the Game Boy. I'm unsure about whether or not I'll ever do the NES version, because I generally don't care. Did I put Haunted Castle on there? I did. Which, by Haunted Castle, I mean Haunted Castle Revisited. I guess that's going to do it for us today. That's a 100% playthrough of Castlevania Rondo of Blood. I hope everybody's happy. Next week, Kid Dracula on the Game Boy. Which should be a nice change of pace. That's been 3 classic Vanias. Kid Dracula is very much its own thing, though it is a spin-off of Castlevania. Though whether you're playing as Dracula or Alucard has always been up in the air. But it's actually the first appearance of Galamoth, who would return as the super boss in Symphony of the Night, and the boss of the DLC for Lord of Shadow. So look forward to that. That's a little bit of Castlevania history for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for us today. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Clem, Flame, Bane, Panda, Icy, Henry. When we return, we'll be doing more Chrono Trigger. We're about to enter Magus' keep. And deal with the Fiend Lord himself. Try and prevent him from creating Lavos. And next Castlevania game, which will be next Monday, I am available for, will be Kid Dracula on the Game Boy. And that's pretty much it. So there's not really anything else to say except thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day. And take care. We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.